Hi everybody and welcome to Teach and Tune. Whether you're a classroom teacher or an at-home learner, we've got you covered. Today, we're doing lesson 5 for the recorder. Well, we've had a lot of lessons so far and we've learned a whole bunch of different theory. We've learned the B note, the A note, the G note. We've also learned what a quarter note is, a half note, a whole note, and we've learned what the eighth note is. We've even learned what different parts of the note are and the musical staff. And let's not forget, we know what a bar line is, we know what a measure is, and we know how to clean our recorder. Sometimes we got to take it right apart. You can put it in a dishwasher or you can wash it out with soapy water, as long as it's not wooden. We don't want to do that if it's wooden. And if you need to do just a quick clean, you can take it like this, and that'll get some of the spit out that's making it sound not so great. All right, so let's do a quick review of the song we did from the last lesson. Try your best. Before we move on to the next piece of theory, I'd like to just take a minute to quickly review some of the important techniques that we need to be using with a recorder to make sure we're getting the best sound out of it. The first one is make sure we've got the left hand on top. If that left hand isn't on top, it's going to come back to haunt you later. The next thing we need to remember is make sure we're playing at 45 degrees. We don't want it straight down and we don't want it straight out. We want it at 45 degrees, just like that. We also want to make sure that we're using the tonguing motion. And we want to make sure that when we're doing that, we're blowing really softly. But not so soft that it makes a wavery sound. That's not what we want. We want to make sure it's nice and crisp and clear. Think of the candle in front of you, and when you blow on it, it flickers, but it doesn't blow out. Okay, go ahead and try that song one more time. Good luck. We know that a song is made up of many measures, and we know that those measures are divided by bar lines. So we have a measure, a bar line, a measure, a bar line. But how do we know when the song ends? What we see is that we have two bar lines together, and that's called an end bar line, and that tells us that the song is over. So as you're playing through a song, when you get to the end, you should notice two bar lines. Those two bar lines together means it's the end of the song, and it's called an end bar line. Okay, go ahead and try that song again and see if you notice the double bar line this time at the end, which we call an end bar line. We learned in an earlier lesson that we have to have 4 beats in every measure. But sometimes we need to not play. So how do we recognize that in the song that we're not actually playing? Because every measure has to have 4 beats. We insert what's called a quarter rest. A quarter rest is worth 1 beat. And when you see that quarter rest, it means you don't play for that beat, but you still count it. I find it's a good idea to just do a little nod with the beat or tap your foot, and that helps you keep on the beat. Just like that. Okay, go ahead and try this song now, but remember, when you see this symbol, you don't play. That's the quarter rest. Sometimes in a song, we have to play certain parts more than once. If you ever see this symbol, which is 2 dots, that's a repeat sign. That means that we're going to play back to the start and play everything again. But there's no pause there. You just continue playing. You jump all the way from that repeat sign back to the start of the song. So in this case, we'll have 4 measures. We play all 4 measures, hit the repeat sign, and come all the way back. And then the next time we go through the 4 measures, we won't play it again. That's it. The repeat sign just means you do it once. And then we'll hit that end bar line, and that tells us that the song is over. So go ahead and try this song. Notice that there is a repeat sign, so we're going to jump all the way back. Good luck. Now we're ready to do the lesson play along. You have to remember that there are quarter rests where we don't play. There is an end bar line telling us when to stop, but there's also going to be a repeat sign telling us that we have to jump back to the start. So do your best and follow the marker that goes across the screen. Listen for the drum beat because it helps you stay on the beat. We've got B notes, A notes, and G notes. We've got all different length of notes, and I'm not even going to tell you which ones are in this one, so I need you to pay really close attention. Do your best, and let's see how you do. Hopefully that went really well for you. We're going to try it again, but without some of the background music like I always like to do. And we got to remember, we've got quarter rests, we've got an end bar line, and we've got a repeat sign. So make sure you're following that marker across the screen, and make sure you're listening to the beat because it'll help you. Good luck. Okay, one more time with the lesson play along. Remember, we have to deal with quarter rests, end bar lines, and the repeat. There's no background music at all this time. All you've got to play with is the drum beat. But we've also got the marker moving across to help you. So do your best and good luck. All right, now that we're done the video play-alongs, I'd like you to take a moment to pause the video and work on the worksheets that go with this video. If you don't have them, check the link in the description. It'll show you where you can get them. Where you get them, there's also a video answer key there where I'll go over the answers with you to make sure you have full understanding. Okay, pause the video and give them a try. Well, that's the end of today's lesson. Today, we worked on the end bar line, the repeat sign, and the quarter rest. I guess you know what that means. Time for my dad joke. What do you call it when a couple of musicians share a sweet potato? A yam session. Hashtag dad joke. All right, until next time, keep practicing and have fun.